Hi guys and welcome to my channel. My name is Khushi Mahendra and today we're going to be doing a NIFT Q&A from all the questions that you guys have asked me. I'm actually going to start off with a lot of fun videos first and then do this video, but I got a lot of requests for this video and a lot of questions and a lot of you saying that we need the answers ASAP, so I thought fine, I'll just shoot this first and then get into the fun video. There are a lot of questions, but I tried to pick the most asked and I tried to answer them, and if I have missed out on any questions, don't worry, I'll answer them in the next video. I'll make a part 2 or part 3 of it because there are a lot of questions and I wouldn't be able to cover them in one video. Before we start the video, please give a minute to subscribe to my channel. It would mean a lot to me if you did that. I hope this video helps you and gives you the guidance that you need. So let's get started. I am a NIFT graduate. I've just graduated. I studied fashion design. So I actually wrote everything down in the book. I'm just gonna read all the questions from there and give you the answers. Okay, so the first most asked question was which department I was in, which NIFT center I was from. I was from NIFT, I don't know, I studied in NIFT Hyderabad and I studied fashion design. I just finished college. I was from the 2017 to 2021 batch. Next question, which was the most asked question, was how to prepare for NIFT and how to prepare from home and all these questions there. What I did was I had joined a coaching class for almost 1.5 years. I joined in 11th. I think the best time to start preparing for NIFT is when you're in 11th grade, because 11th you honestly have so much time. 12th you do get busy, but the best thing to do is give yourself 1.5 hours every day just to prepare for NIFT. And there are like 2 exams, CAT and GAT, creative ability test and general ability test. The creative ability test requires all your sketching abilities, your creative abilities of course, and your sense of color and all of that. And GAT, which is general ability test, consists of maths, logical reasoning, etc, etc, etc. What I did for like 6 months before I wrote the exam, I used to write the 3-hour papers at home. Like I would just Google previous NIFT year's papers and just print them out or just keep them on my laptop, and I would keep a timer of 3 hours and just solve the entire paper, because that's very, very important. If you do that, you understand your abilities, you understand how quickly you're able to answer questions and how quickly you're able to finish the paper. And if you're not able to finish the paper, which I'm sure you won't be able to in the first few times, that gives you the time to practice and to improve. Give yourself creative questions and problems so you can come up with solutions through sketching, because that's what they ask you in the paper. And don't just practice NIFT papers, like go and search for any design paper, because that just helps you in practicing and that just makes you ready for whatever is about to come. What you can do is, like, sketching needs to be done every day for 1 hour, but you can alternate with math, logic, reasoning and GK for like an hour every day. Like suppose if you do 1 hour sketching today, the next 1 hour you can do math, and the next day you can do sketching plus logic reasoning, the next day you can do sketching plus GK. So you can alternate like that so you don't get bored of it. Make sure you have a good general awareness because GK is also a very important field and you can't just learn it overnight. If you just read a newspaper for 10 minutes daily, I think that's enough. Buy a GK book, I don't remember which one, but I got it from my coaching center. And I think another thing that could help you guys would be talking to people, talking to other people who are also preparing for NIFT. That way you guys can that would also help you understand what others are preparing for and what you are missing out on or what they are missing out on, and you can help each other out. I think that could be a good thing too. Another thing very, very important, which if I would have heard when I was in my 12th grade, it would have made my entire life at NIFT so much easier, is that sketching is not everything. If you don't know sketching, I mean, I did get questions about like, if sketching is, I'm not so good at sketching, what do I do? Like, it's not the end of the world. You don't have to worry about that at all. You can just keep practicing every day, and whatever you know is good enough for you. I'll just make sure you are concentrating on every section that the paper will give you, like English, math, logical reasoning, GK, which is very very important, and sketching. And did you take coaching before sitting for NIFT? Yes, I took coaching. They give you topics. They, like for sketching, they give you all the topics and everything that you need. They prepare you for the entrance, and they also prepare you for the foundation year in NIFT, which is pretty helpful. So they give you pointers like, you know, poster making, logo making, perspective drawing, how to draw hands from different angles. And there's a storyboard. I don't remember much right now, but yeah, that's, they basically just give you topics, which makes it easier for you to practice. They actually plan and schedule everything that you need to cover. All you have to do is follow them, and they give you lots of homework to do before the classes, and you just have to do that. So if you sign up for a coaching class, it just makes it easier for you. It reduces the stress and also the planning and, you know, managing your school studies along with this, which I'm sure is a lot of work. If you're just doing it at home, you get a little lost about what to do and how to do and how to plan it. And yeah, I think signing up for a coaching class would help you out, because they even give you books to prepare from. They give you GK books, they give you logic reasoning, they have math classes, they have logic reasoning classes, they have English classes. All of that is a part of the coaching, which helps you, I guess, in the end. Can you get into modeling along with fashion designing? A lot of people at NIFT usually end up doing modeling as a side career. So when you come to NIFT, there are a lot of shoots that are required in every department, and that's when a lot of friends start modeling for other friends, and that's how usually people start modeling in NIFT. And I've seen a lot of people from my college who've taken modeling as a side career or have started just pursuing modeling, which is pretty possible. So yes, you can get into modeling along with fashion design. You can do both, you can do whatever you want. What stream to choose if you want to take NIFT? Honestly, you can take MPC, BIPC, you can take commerce, you can take take whatever you want. It doesn't really matter what you take, because how you get admission depends on the score you get in the entrance test and the counseling round. So stream doesn't really matter that much, and what percentage you get doesn't matter. Do you have a dress form at home? If not, then how do you work without one? I do have a dress form at home, and I only got the dress form during the lockdown, when the lockdown started, and not before that, because we have labs to work in, and the labs have everything we need. Since I am in fashion design, we have subjects like pattern making, draping, and creative pattern making, etc. So we had to get a dress form at home for sure, and it wasn't possible to work without one. This is a very funny one. How do you manage your social life with endless assignments? The best way to manage is have sleepless nights. I think I manage it pretty well, because I'm someone who cannot just sit at home and work all the time. I'm someone who, if I have a jury the next day, I will finish my work throughout the 10 days and still go out one day before the jury if it's that important. Like, I remember I'd gone for a match one day before my jury, because I think the key to that is balance. You need to figure out what is important and which social event is important to go to and which is not. But for me, for someone who has a FOMO all the time, everything was important to go to. So what I did was I planned out my stuff before time. I scheduled my work. I made sure I finished the work before time. The sooner you finish the work, the more time you have. But yeah, I get it. How much marks do you need in 12th for studying bay design in NIFT? Like I said, marks don't matter. What matters is how well you score in your NIFT entrance exam and how well you get through the counseling round. That's what determines your admission in NIFT, and not your 12th grade marks at all. I couldn't get the branch I wanted in NIFT, so I chose other college. So will it affect my career? I mean, of course, NIFT has a reputation, and when people hear you from NIFT, it's a very big deal. But in the end, after like a few years down the line, what you make out of what you've learned is what matters. So it won't affect your career in a bad way, as long as you know what you have to do, and as long as you're passionate about what you want to do and you make the most out of it. How many attempts did you clear it in? I cleared it in the first attempt itself. I think because of the coaching I took, it helped me a lot to understand what was coming, and I was prepared for the exam. So I'll be very honest with you, NIFT, the name NIFT has a lot of reputation. Getting into NIFT is a very, very big plus point for your resume. That would help you more than anything else. But in the end, what you do out of the learning you've got is more important. Along with that, in the 4-year course, it is compulsory to take part to do internships too. So you're getting the best of both worlds. So yeah. Are the fashion collection you post on YouTube for sale? If yes, is it customized? I mean, I haven't launched a brand yet, but yes, like I can sell it, and yes, I can customize too if that's what someone wants. Most common mistake students make while preparing. Oh my god, I think the most common mistake people make is getting confused between being an artist and being a designer. I mean, I've heard so many people who come to NIFT and say that they love sketching, that's why they're here. I mean, that's not the reason you come to NIFT. Like you've come here to become a designer, not to be an artist. So getting into NIFT, the assignments, the work, it's a big commitment, and you can't just do that because you like sketching. I mean, you should be able to do the work, and you should be ready for the amount of work you have. Sketching is a part of designing. Designing is not sketching. I think that's where a lot of people get confused. Yes, I'm not saying sketching is a big part of designing, of course, but it's just not everything. And one thing is not get carried away by what others are doing and by what other people's talents are, because you have your own talent. And that was one mistake I made. Figure out what you're good at and what you're not good at and start working on it. I think that is the best way to build confidence. And yes, is it possible that after studying textile design we can get into fashion industry? Definitely, why not? I think there is a fashion designer, I'm not sure if I'm right or not, I don't want to take the name, but I think there are fashion designers who have studied textile design and have gotten into the fashion industry. And actually textile designing helps you quite a lot because you understand about the textiles, which is very, very important being in the fashion industry. So it's a plus point. I think you definitely can get into fashion industry while doing textile design. You can get into the fashion industry by taking any stream, as long as you have the will to learn more and you have the hunger for knowledge. Thank you so much for watching the video, guys, and if you liked and if you found it helpful and if you got the guidance that you wanted, please like and share and subscribe to my channel. And if you know anybody who's preparing for NIFT or for any other design institute, please send the video to them so it could help them out, or anybody they know. I'm glad you guys thought I could give you the guidance you wanted, and it would mean a lot to me if I helped even one of you. So please drop down a comment and let me know if this helped you guys. I know I've missed out on a lot of questions, but don't worry, I'll be doing a part 2 soon. And if you have any further questions, please drop them down in the comment section below, and I will still try to answer them over there. And please share the video with your friends and whoever needs it, and like and share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.